Lord God, please remember me and please strengthen me only this once, O God, that I may be avenged on the Philistines for my two eyes. Let me die with the Philistines. So he killed at his...
Hi friends! Welcome to Bible for Kids! Yay! I'm so happy you're here! This is the best place on YouTube for channel, where we explore these incredible stories to help you grow in God's love and learning. Don't forget to subscribe!
Come be a part of the community!
In the days when Israel was oppressed by the Philistines for 40 years, the Lord raised up a judge named Samson, born to a barren woman through divine promise. He was set apart as a Nazirite from the womb. An angel had foretold that he would begin to deliver Israel from the Philistines' hand. From childhood, the Spirit of the Lord stirred him powerfully. Yet Samson's life would be marked by extraordinary strength and extraordinary weakness. Samson saw a woman in Timnah, one of the daughters of the Philistines. He returned home and told his parents, "I saw one of the daughters of the Philistines at Timnah. Now get her for me as my wife. Is there no woman among the daughters of your brothers or among all my people, that you must go to take a wife from the uncircumcised Philistines? Get her for me, for she is right in my eyes." His parents did not know that this was from the Lord, for he was seeking an opportunity against the Philistines. Out of the eater came something to eat. Out of the strong came something sweet. Entice your husband to tell us what the riddle is, or we will burn you and your father's house with fire. You only hate me. You do not love me. You have posed a riddle to my people, and you have not told me the answer. I have not told my father or my mother. Shall I tell you? If you had not plowed with my heifer, you would not have found out my riddle. Samson's first marriage ended in betrayal and bloodshed. Later, when he returned for her, he learned she had been given to another. In revenge, he caught 300 foxes, tied torches to their tails, and set them loose in the Philistines' grain fields, vineyards, and olive groves, burning everything. The Philistines came up and burned her and her father with fire. Samson said, "If this is what you do, I swear I will be avenged on you. And after that I will quit." The Philistines encamped in Judah and raided Lehi. The men of Judah asked, "Why have you come up against us? To bind Samson, to do to him as he has done to us." Samson allowed them to bind him. As they brought him to the Philistines, the Spirit of the Lord rushed upon him. The ropes on his arms became like flax that has caught fire, and his bonds melted off his hands. With the jawbone of a donkey, heaps upon heaps, with the jawbone of a donkey I have struck down 1,000 men. He called the name of that place Ramath Lehi, the hill of the jawbone. Then he called on the Lord, and God opened a spring. Samson drank and revived. After this, Samson loved a woman in the valley of Sorek, whose name was Delilah. The lords of the Philistines came to her. "Entice him, and see where his great strength lies, and by what means we may overpower him, that we may bind him to humble him, and we will each give you 1,100 pieces of silver. Tell me, please, where your great strength lies, and how you might be found, that one could subdue you." 3 times he lied to her. 3 times he betrayed him to the Philistines, yet each time his strength remained. But Delilah pressed him daily with her words and urged him, so that his soul was vexed to death. "How can you say, 'I love you,' when your heart is not with me? You have mocked me these 3 times, and you have not told me where your great strength lies. A razor has never come upon my head, for I have been a Nazirite to God from my mother's womb. If my head were shaved, then my strength would leave me, and I would become weak and be like any other man. The Philistines are upon you, Samson." Samson's hair began to grow again after it was shaved. The lords of the Philistines gathered to offer a great sacrifice to their god Dagon, rejoicing, "Our God has given Samson, our enemy, into our hand." Samson said to the young man who held him by the hand, "Let me feel the pillars on which the house rests, that I may lean against them. O Lord God, please remember me and please strengthen me only this once, O God, that I may be avenged on the Philistines for my two eyes. Let me die with the Philistines." So he killed at his death more than those he had killed during his life. His brothers and all his family came down and took him and brought him up and buried him between Zorah and Eshtaol in the tomb of Manoah his father. He had judged Israel 20 years. Samson's life was a paradox of divine calling and human failure. Endowed with supernatural strength, he repeatedly compromised his Nazirite vow and pursued forbidden relationships. Yet even in his weakness and captivity, God did not abandon him. In his final act, blinded and bound, Samson turned to the Lord in genuine prayer, and God answered. His death brought greater deliverance than his life ever did. The story warns against the slow erosion of consecration through compromise, the danger of misplaced affection, and the power of persistent temptation. But it also reveals God's grace. He uses flawed people for his purposes, and even in our lowest moments, a cry for help can bring redemption and victory. Samson points forward imperfectly to the true deliverer, one who would never compromise, whose strength would be perfected in weakness on a cross, and who would defeat the ultimate enemy not by physical might, but by sacrificial love. May we learn from Samson's story, guard our consecration, flee temptation, and when we fall, return to the Lord who restores and redeems. For the God who strengthened a broken judge in a collapsing temple is the same God who lifts us up today.